Hey, welcome to another episode of Thoughts of a Rambling Mind. As you know, I don't make videos unless I find something that I'm interested in talking about. And today I want to talk about guests in hip hop and what needs to be done in the near future, immediately, what action needs to be taken in order to bring control, sensibility, and ownership back to the true roots and the true essence of what it is that black music truly is. So, I'm going to start off this video with a couple familiar songs to anybody black. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Right? One more. I'll give y'all one more. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble that water. You see, those two songs, and many like them, they're very emotional for me. All right? And the reason why is because those are called Negro spirituals. You understand? And it's the essence of what black music in America is. Black music all around the world originates in celebrating the gods, celebrating nature, celebrating the harvest. But black music in America is now and has always been coded language. It's been coded language in order for us to evade, for us to communicate without being understood by the oppressor. That is what black music is. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. That was a song letting people know we escaping tonight. Harriet or someone else, the Underground Railroad, somebody's coming for us tonight. Be ready. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. These are instructions on how we're going to escape. So that's why we having this discussion about guests in hip hop. And I'm not a racist, far from it. I don't believe in racism. I don't believe we should hate anyone based on the color of their skin. However, the books on hip hop are closed. And if you from the streets, if you know anything about gangbanging in New York City, you know exactly what I mean when I say the books are closed. What that means is for the next year, couple years, we should not allow any more guests in hip hop. You cannot join the hip hop culture for the next couple years until the hip hop culture, those members that are born to it, right? Black music culture, those members that are born to it, are able to truly get in tune with who they truly are and why this form of music is here. Now, why am I talking about this? I'm talking about it because I watched a video about, it was a podcast, Fresh and Fit, I believe it's called. And there was a female rapper by the name of Asian Doll on there. This rapper previously was dating King Von, who lost his life. Chicago rapper lost his life in Atlanta or Florida, something like that. I don't remember. However, no disrespect to that man. Rest in peace. But in watching the video, I'm watching visitors, guests to our culture, right, comment disrespectfully on members of our culture. And it bothers me. And when I say a guest to the culture, what I mean is this gentleman is actually an ex-federal officer, right? He worked for the federal government as an officer, arresting and taking down black men in major federal cases. He's now a podcaster providing a platform for the hip hop culture. A culture that is being permeated and infiltrated by federal agents. Hip hop and black music was intended so that these people didn't understand what we were saying. How can we possibly continue the culture if we allow the enemy within? Allow them to learn our lingo. Allow them to learn the beats. See, when y'all are on y'all songs and doing what they're calling self-snitching, that is not self-snitching. Okay? It's communication amongst people through coded language. The only problem is somehow we let these people in the fucking club. They've learned the lingo, and now every time you speak, they completely understand everything you said in code as if you said it in plain English. So the books on hip hop are closed until further fucking notice. I will no longer support anyone that is a guest of hip hop until the lingo changes. And I'm be honest with you, that takes about 7 years. It takes about 7 years for there to be a new lingo in hip hop, to where the old heads don't understand the young people anymore. That's how long it takes, about that, right? So this new generation has started the new wave. And so you guys got to wait the full 7 years before we allow y'all in anymore. I'm sorry, but we need a new lingo that none of you outsiders can understand. And we need to get back to the culture of speaking to each other through music over beats in ways that the world doesn't know what's going on. All right? This lust for money, lust for dollars, lust for fame has sacrificed one of the last vestiges that are truly ours. And I want you to notice that when I said guests in hip hop and our culture, I don't mean no white people, no Spanish people. I mean no one from outside of our culture. If you are a Caucasian, a Hispanic, and you were raised within our culture, you speak like us, you dress like us, you walk like us, naturally. You didn't learn it. You weren't taught it. You were born into it. You are part of our culture. If you are African American and you're not from where I'm from, you don't speak like I speak, you don't prefer me or my people, you are not part of my culture. And although your struggle and mine are almost the same, although you are suffering from the same injustices I am, although you might be in a better place, you still are not my culture. You're not my culture because Uncle Tom never was. The Coon never was part of our culture. You always worked with the enemy. So that being said, I want hip hop to return to its roots. That means no unnecessary killing and all this other stuff. That needs to go too. But we need to separate all of these people trying to infiltrate things into our culture that don't belong. I'm sorry. Hip hop is not for homosexuals. I'm sorry. Hip hop is not for police officers. I'm sorry. Hip hop does not support informants. This is hip hop. If you want to create an alternative culture with Frank Ocean and Lil Nas X, you go right ahead and you do that. But hip hop will not accept you. These are not my views. These are the views of hip hop. Hip hop, although you may trick hip hop with one song or with a fake life, as soon as we find out who you truly are and that violates our culture, we will not support you. So that being said, this is not a message of hate. This is not a message of anger. It's a message of concern. And for the two black men that I just mentioned that have a different sexual preference than hip hop allows, I mention these men because the state of hip hop is in a great space as far as being understanding and of other cultures and not attacking other cultures. It's matured a lot. But I use these to show that you can be extremely successful in music and leave hip hop completely alone. You can be completely accepted as an artist. You can make your music and make a lot of money selling it to the people who want to listen to it. But it won't be in hip hop. Those are my thoughts of a rambling mind. Like, share, and subscribe, because we closing the books on hip hop. I'm out.